Hey, I'm Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. Welcome to Yoga for Flexibility, where we'll do a nice variation of poses for our full body. But if any of the poses don't feel right for you, pull back or do a pose that you know is a good fit. We'll consciously elongate and deepen our breathing in this class to get the most benefit from our stretches. We'll start seated, sitting cross-legged on our mat, or you can sit on a cushion if that feels better for you. We'll sit up straight, bring our shoulders back and down, and we'll do some neck rolls, just from one ear to the other ear. And back. And again, rolling from ear to ear and back. And release. We'll do some shoulder circles now, rolling our shoulders up and back. Change direction, rolling our shoulders forwards. And release. We'll do a side stretch now, while matching our movement to our breath. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, flow to the other side. Exhale, feel into the stretch, keeping our right shoulder down and away from our ear. We'll continue like this, moving with our breath to stretch your side body. Inhale, back to center, and we'll make our way to tabletop with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We are lifting our chest away from our mat here. Inhale, look up, drop our belly and arch our back. Exhale, curve our back and bring our chin to our chest and our belly to our spine. Inhale, look up, chest open. Exhale, chin to chest and belly to spine, looking to our belly button. Last one. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, belly to spine. Inhale, back to center, and we'll rotate our fingertips to point towards our knees. And we'll do 2 more cat-cows, moving with our breath. Inhale, back to tabletop. And we'll thread our left arm under our right hand. We'll push into our right hand to increase the twist. If it feels good, you can come up onto your right fingertips or bring your right hand to the top of your mat. Our right hip can sneak up to our right shoulder here, so we'll make sure that our right hip remains over our right knee. Inhale, come to tabletop. And exhale, we'll thread our right arm under our left hand. We'll push into our left hand to increase the twist. We can come onto our fingertips or place our hand at the top of our mat. Whatever option feels good for you, remembering to breathe deeply. Inhale to return to tabletop. Exhale, we'll check our alignment, pushing our chest away from our mat. Inhale, we'll do a donkey kick to lift our left foot to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll reach back with our right hand to catch our left foot and push our foot into our hand for a chest opener and a quad stretch. And release. We'll repeat on the other side. Inhale, donkey kick with our right foot. And exhale, reach back with our left hand and push into our foot. Remember to breathe deeply and evenly into our belly. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And release. We'll walk our knees back slightly and lower down onto our belly for some cobra flows. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders. Inhale up to cobra, elbows tucked into our body, keeping our shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, down. And we'll repeat 2 more times, moving with our breath. We'll make our way to Sphinx now by bringing our forearms to rest on our mat, with our elbows under our shoulders and our fingers spread wide. We keep our shoulders back to open our chest. You have the option here to stay in Sphinx, or you can join me for another quad stretch. We'll move our left hand to our right elbow. We'll bend our right leg and reach back with our right hand to hold our foot. If we can, we'll move our fingers to face the front of our mat, remembering to keep both shoulders down and away from our ears. We'll inhale and exhale, slow, steady breaths through our nose. And release. We'll return to Sphinx and move our right hand to our left elbow. Bend our left leg and reach back with our left hand to hold our foot, pointing our fingers to the front of our mat. And breathe deeply and evenly. And release. We'll move very slowly now to come back to tabletop, opening our knees wide and bring our big toes to touch. We'll sit on our heels and extend our arms forward to slowly come into child's pose. This should feel so good after stretching our lower back in Sphinx. We'll allow our rib cage to sink deeper, remembering to breathe deeply, feeling our belly expand and deflate with every breath. Inhale, we'll come back to tabletop. And exhale, we'll push our hips up to come into down dog. We'll draw our shoulder blades down our back and lengthen in our spine, reaching our tailbone to the ceiling, while drawing our chest to our thighs. Let's walk our legs out while breathing deeply and evenly. On our next inhale, we'll step forward with our right foot to a lunge. In this pose, our knee is directly over our right ankle, and we'll come up onto our fingertips so we can lengthen out of our spine. Let's lower our left knee to our mat, untuck our toes, and we'll move our right foot back slightly before lifting up in our upper body. Our shin and our thigh are at right angles to each other. We'll tuck our tailbone under our spine and we'll hold our pelvis in this position throughout this stretch. We'll walk our right foot out away from our body to feel a nice stretch in our left hip flexor. You can hold your pelvis here or you can reach up to the ceiling, lengthening in your spine, shoulders down, and breathe. We'll bring our hands down to our mat now. Straighten our front leg and fold our upper body over our front leg for a hamstring stretch. We'll stay here for a few deep breaths. To release, we'll bring our hands to our mat, tuck our left toes, and we'll step back with our right foot to plank. We'll step forward with our right foot now, or you can come into lunge in whatever way works for you. In our lunge, we'll come up on our fingertips and lengthen in our spine and sink our hips to our mat, making sure that our knee is above our heel, and breathe. We'll lower our right knee to our mat, untuck our toes, and we'll move our left foot back slightly before lifting up in our upper body. We'll start with our shin and our thigh at right angles to each other, shoulders down and back. We'll tuck our tailbone under our spine and hold it here. We'll walk our left foot away from our body to feel a nice stretch in our right hip flexor. Shoulders remain down. If you sit at a desk, this is a great stretch to do every day. And breathe deeply and evenly. On our next exhale, we'll bring our hands down to the mat, straighten our front leg and fold our upper body over our leg for a hamstring stretch. We'll breathe deeply here. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. To release, we'll bring our hands to our mat and bring our left foot back to tabletop. We'll cross our legs behind us and make our way to sitting on our mat with our legs crossed. We'll sit up straight, bring our shoulders back and down, and clasp our hands behind our back. We'll bring our hands away from our body and breathe deeply here. And release. We'll come to lie on our mat now. We'll bend our knees and bring our feet to our mat. We'll place our left ankle on our right knee and thread our hands between our legs for a nice hip stretch. Feel your breath working its way to your left hip and back out. You can have your right foot flexed here, or you can relax your foot onto the back of your thigh, whatever feels good to you. And release. We'll repeat on the other side to bring our right ankle to our left knee and thread our hands through our legs to hold on to the back of our thigh. Remembering to breathe into the stretch, feeling our breath working its way down to our right hip and back out. And release. We'll stretch out our arms and our legs now and hold on to the opposite elbow with each hand. Keeping our bum and our hips on our mat, we'll walk our upper back, arms and shoulders to the right side of our mat. Now we'll bring our feet over to the right side of our mat too, until our body forms a banana shape. To deepen the stretch in our IT band, we can cross our left ankle over our right ankle here without lifting our hips up, if that feels good for you. And breathe into this deep side stretch to open up our side muscles, all the way from our armpits down to our IT band. To release, we'll walk our upper body back to center and bring our feet back to center too. We'll repeat on the other side, moving our upper body to the left side first, then bring our feet to the left. And breathe into this deep side stretch to feel into all the muscles down the right side of your body. Inhaling and exhaling, slow, steady breaths through our nose. And return to center. We'll do a restorative twist now and tuck our left foot behind our right knee and twist to the right. Keeping our left shoulder down, we'll look to our left outstretched hand, breathing deeply and evenly into our belly with every breath. Come back to center, and we'll repeat the same on the other side, tucking our right foot behind our left knee and twist, keeping our right shoulder on our mat, looking to our right outstretched hand, while breathing deeply. Release and return to center. We'll come to Savasana now. We'll let our feet fall open and we'll rest our hands at either side of our body with our palms facing upwards. This is the most important part of our practice, where our body and our mind resets. We'll relax all our muscles and surrender to gravity. Let's bring our attention to our breath now, breathing deep abdominal inhales and long, steady exhales. I hope you enjoyed this practice and you'll join me in making it a daily priority to keep our mind connected to our body. Namaste. Please consider liking this video or subscribing to Ciara's Home Yoga. As I'm new to YouTube, I'd really appreciate your support. Or if you found this video useful, please comment below. I'd really love to hear from you. Thank you.